Hello everyone. I cannot believe it has taken me this long to make a video of the practice that I'm about to show you. This is one of my favorite movement sequences that I often use in yoga classes that I teach and dancing mindfulness classes that I facilitate. In the new book, Process Not Perfection, Expressive Art Solutions for Trauma Recovery, I'm naming this practice Choose Your Experience because we will be using what is essentially the same basic stretch or gesture pattern. As I will guide you though, there are 3 different ways that you can do it. You can choose the path that you take depending on what your body's needs may be on any given day, or you may elect to try and mix and match all 3. So for this basic practice, I'm going to advise that you come into a stance about hip width apart, finding our good base to start with, standing tall, looking straight ahead. Press down through the feet, extending up through the crown of your head. I do advise you keep your eyes open, at least for the beginning part of this practice. So as you inhale, I'll invite you to extend the right arm out to your side about shoulder height. Exhale, bring the arm across your body. So keep the hips, shoulders, and your gaze straight ahead so you're not following the hand over. Just go where the hand will naturally allow. If the midline seems as far as it can go without blasting past your edge, that's fine. And then maybe take an inhale here once you've arrived, and then exhale. Draw the hand back down towards your side across the body at a diagonal. And whatever we try on one side, we'll at least try on the other, even if it feels differently. So extend the left arm out to the side. Exhale across, keeping everything square to the front, and then down. So let's try it together one more time on each side. Inhale, out. Across. Down. Other side, inhale, out. Across. And down. So that's option 1. This has been taught to me in yoga classes before as a simple stretch sequence for working the arms. So option 2 continues in the same spirit, although if you want a little bit more intense of a stretch in the shoulders and upper back, I'll show you a variation that you can try. Again, please honor what your body is telling you. You never want this to feel like pain is rising up. There is such a thing as an edge, which is where you notice, okay, you're right there, but if you go a little too further, it would be striving or painful. So the edge really encourages us to embrace a challenge, but to also listen and honor to our body and practice honor to our body in the process and not adopting that no pain, no gain mentality. All right, so this gives us a good opportunity to practice with this idea of edge even further. So right side, inhale, out, across. And then once you arrive, here's the variation. Take the left hand and arm and bring it so you're creating a little bit of a lock or a hold on the upper right arm. And just see if this brings a little bit more sensation into the stretch. No pulling or forcing. Just honor where that edge might be. Take a deep breath in and then exhale. Bring them both down at a diagonal. Other side. Out. Across. Now use the right hand and arm to create a little bit of resistance here. I'm breathing into this. Being mindful of increased sensation. Exhale. Return them to the side. So you can continue with that if that feels good and savoring and nourishing in your body. Often when I begin this practice, I'll do 1 or 2 passes the first way, then I'll do 1 or 2 passes on each side this way with a little bit more of that resistance to increase the stretch and the sensation. All right, option 3. For you dancers and creative people out there, you may already have been going here with some of your movement. This is a practice, this variation of the practice, that encourages us to bring a little bit more fluidity into the basic movement that we've done in the first 2 variations. So for this one, inhale out. So notice there I kind of brought my knee into it a little bit more. I turned it into what for me was a little bit more of a dance flow. Across, and then down. Again, bringing the knees and the flow into it a little bit more. Other side. Out, across, down. So I'll do 2 more. You can follow along with me, or as the intention of this practice invites, bring your own creative twist into this basic pattern. Out, across, down. Out, across, down. Out. And we'll do 1 more on each side for good measure. Then return to your basic standing position. Closing the eyes if comfortable. If not, find a soft gaze on the floor or the wall ahead of you. And take a few moments here to notice the stillness following the movement. To notice the rise of the sensation. And let your breath merge with that sensation. And if you haven't already, this is a beautiful entryway into beginning this journey of listening to the wisdom of the body. So like with every practice I teach, this is wide open to variation. You can do this same basic practice sitting down if standing for an extended period of time is not available in your body. If you want to visualize color or light, especially as you do the more flowy version of the exercise, you certainly may. Or you can put on some music. As I suggest in some other videos, I typically advise staying away from lyrics when you do practices like this, so that you're not so weighed down by the words, but rather you can use the support of the music to help you, particularly if you're wanting to bring a little bit more flow and creativity and more of that spirit of dancing mindfulness into your pattern. So have fun exploring.